And many of you continue to argue that, the elections are over. But I couldn't let all of this land issue saga, go without dropping what the opposition had proposed to the people. But when you say choose Jamaica, when it was all about the hype, and when you say choose Jamaica.
Time come to modify those laws to empower our people so they can become owners instead of what some people call squatters. The next People's National Party is going to have a positive program of restoring ownership to the people using the lands that government own, where they have occupied those lands for at least 25 years.
Blessings, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl and Isabel Rose. And in this one, Angella led administration fights to protect the crown land, while opposition leader Mark Jefferson Golding vowed to ensure that the people would have had land to live on. You would have owned piece of the rock. So a man where them are classified as being British was willing to ensure say Jamaicans have a piece of the rock. But the Jamaican black man has said them a draw the line on squatters on crown land. Mighty God. As well as the opposition spokesperson on science, technology, data and digital transformation, Chris Brown, calls on the government to draft up urgently a Cybersecurity Act following hacking of NHF confidential information. And Amber Group CEO Savadia appointed chairman of a Special Economic Zones Regulator by no other than Angella. Please stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hype up the videos as well. Come on board, purchase your membership in support of the platform.
This is the former chairman, the current chairman of Treasure Beach Football Club. Make we get into it. Former chairman of Treasure Beach Football Club. Sorry, former chairman. New chairman. See that? Newly appointed chairman. See what Fly Green said there. Anyway, then see alignment there. More to come. We are going to add more context. Anyway, I mean talk about the commissioner wife. See commissioner wife here. She is the Calabash co-founder. Received the order of Jamaica. But anyway, we are going to have something with this. We are play a few things that we carry government receipts come now. Look for the name. See name? Okay.
You missed Calabash this year, 2025, at Jake's here on Treasure Beach. Don't miss it next year. When I tell you, it is a whole literary.
Welcome back, and we begin this segment with a primetime news follow-up. Business is again booming in Treasure Beach and the surrounding communities in southern St. Elizabeth months after Hurricane Melissa. This comes as the government moves to build out tourism products in the parish to fast-track recovery efforts. Alicia Williams has that story.
Okay. This was Treasure Beach in St. Elizabeth days after Hurricane Melissa's wrath in October. Fast forward to April 24, 2026, signs of a new dawn. From Jake's Hotel to Jack Sprat, things are looking up once again. Visitors are back in their numbers and the coastline is recovering after the devastation. Speaking during a tour of the communities on Friday, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says the signs of recovery are the beginning of what's to come as the government moves to prioritize tourism in St. Elizabeth.
I want to commend Treasure Beach. Whilst we look at the elements that are to be fixed, as we continue to fix, we want to commend you for what has been fixed, because you have solved the initial problem of confidence and trust.
He's calling it Tourism 3.0. Plans to create better access to southern coastal areas like Treasure Beach and position places like Black River as a major tourist hub. And that's where he says a recently tabled National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority NARA bill will come in.
With a focus on people development at its heights and tourism experiences as a means of employment and job creation. And I have visions of that word Minister Green as we perambulate through that space that we want to create, looking like the South Beach of Jamaica.
But to achieve all that, the government
50 million US agriculture resilient program will roll out September in the Treasure Beach area, St. Elizabeth. Now we could go to the final details of this. The tour took the delegates today, farming Allen Bamboo in the where? In the community of where? Okay.
Ready to aware of this, and there's no town hall meeting, and you just hear that you have to relocate it.
Prime Minister, I've been right to say what I say, but you know, I'm not right because I have to come ask you what we want. No, we live here. What we have about?
I come here, I'm in a left for business there around. Me a part of business community. And if a tourist come here, them have one room for me because I don't know where I go.
I am not leaving, and the whole community is standing up. They are not leaving.
But we don't go Malvern. Me can't play I am. Me is a fisherman. Me is a tour driver. Me can't play I am. Me have time, yes so. But if me broke right now, I should get arena for me not going to play ball right now. From here, people should come to get arena never turn them back.
There is no plot of land which have been used for farming within this area, right? Most of the residents they benefit from the sea.
Ready to aware of this, and there's no town hall meeting, and you just hear that you have to relocate it.
Vision Black River. That's where we're going. From Parati all the way back.
No, it is no secret that at Treasure Beach, at Carry the Swing, the government is in full support of the owners of Treasure Beach, and to basically, remove the people in the Parati area down there in St. Elizabeth for this Vision Black River, as they spoke of. And many of you continue to argue that, the elections are over. But I couldn't let all of this land issue saga, go without dropping what the opposition had proposed to the people. But when I say choose Jamaica, when it was all about the hype, and when I say choose Jamaica.
When I think about the issue of land, I know here in St. James there are many families living on land for many, many years, and they don't have security of tenure, they don't have no title. They are held back by land law that was crafted in colonial times as part of the evolution out of the days of slavery, which Sam Sharp and the other heroes fought against. Time come to modify those laws to empower our people so they can become owners instead of what some people call squatters. The next People's National Party is going to have a positive program of restoring ownership to the people using the lands that government own, where they have occupied those lands for at least 25 years. And they will get their titles. And furthermore, if they haven't made 25 years but they want to buy, we will enter into arrangements for them to buy on terms that they can afford, because we want the people of Jamaica to be empowered by owning a piece of the rock. And this is going to affect hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans, not only here in St. James, but all across the country. It is why our housing policy is focused on delivering affordable houses to the people. We have had many, many houses built in this country over the last 9 years, but the vast majority of those houses are out of reach of ordinary Jamaicans. They cannot afford those houses. Young Jamaicans who go through school and do well, some of them get to university and get a degree, they get a job, but they can't afford houses that are selling for the 20s and 30s and $40 million.
So with all the billions that this government continues to boast about spending to protect our data, with data still at severe risk, billions then wasted, we could say, and we're still not protected. Them never did go sign some 4-odd billion deal with Pangaea over there in Israel. Some data protection thing. And for him to come now and telling us that, data from NHF, National Health Fund, have been hacked. People's personal information are out there circulating, floating around. What can really go so? What I want you to hear from Chris Brown, who spoke up in his sectoral debate last week, and he laid some very solid points and propose a whole heap of recommendations to the government. And he's here now to reiterate same.
NHF has confirmed receipt of a threat from a hacker group claiming to have access to some of the data. What's this data? This data is about medication and, maybe who benefits from what type of medication. It's confidential data. We don't reveal our history of medication administration. And we do get attacks on a daily basis.
The reported cyber incident involving the National Health Fund underscores the urgent need for comprehensive cybersecurity legislation. The government must fast-track and table a Cybersecurity Act this parliamentary year, this calendar year, rather than delaying until 2027. The Minister of Health and Wellness has confirmed that individuals claiming to have access to sensitive NHF information have contacted the agency. While the breach has not yet been fully verified, the matter has been referred to the Office of the Information Commissioner and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency for investigation. The information reportedly involves beneficiary and medication data among the most sensitive personal information held by the state. Only last week in Parliament, I warned that Jamaica urgently required a Cybersecurity Act to establish minimum security standards, accountability frameworks, and enforceability mechanisms across the government. The NHF incident underscores exactly why that legislation can no longer be delayed and is needed now. Government figures indicate cyber incidents and attempted attacks have risen from approximately 12 million in 2022 to 49 million in 2025, reflecting a rapidly escalating threat environment targeting both public institutions, our private financial institutions, and citizens' personal data. Yet Jamaica still lacks a dedicated legislative framework requiring public bodies to meet baseline cybersecurity standards before any such incident occurs. While the government has suggested a timeline extending to 2027 for cybersecurity legislation, recent events make clear that this pace is insufficient. The risks are immediate. Our legislative response must reflect that reality. I therefore am renewing my call for the government to fast-track the drafting and tabling of a Cybersecurity Act without delay. The government must act now. Jamaica's citizens, institutions, and digital future cannot wait.
Last but not least, another strategic move by Angella in placing Dushyant Savadia, founder and chief executive of the Amber Group, a technology company, has been appointed chairman of the Jamaica Special Economic Zone Authority. The authority announced the appointment on its Instagram page on Monday of this week, describing Savadia as bringing a forward-looking vision that aligns with, this economic zone authority to driving investment, innovation, and sustainable economic growth. All this time, they must say 5 in 4, the 5 in 4 not happen. And they're continuously putting up some people in some posts in order for them eat a big food, and that is it. Where are those who spoke about this 5 in 4? All know we economy can't grow past a certain percent, but yet still he constantly comes out with the lies, the facade that the economy is booming and the economy is doing well, and the economy it's only doing well for the minority, them and them friends and their families. What more are the Jamaican people waiting on to speak up? We're seeing those from the parity area say them nah move, but the government say them join a line for all squatters, and the government will take action against them. What says Uno, ABR family and viewers? What says Uno, well-thinking Jamaicans? Go ahead, drop your comments in the comment section. Let me see what Uno say. Please share out the video, like up the video, as well as to subscribe to the channel on the road to 50k. Help me to get there, please and thanks. Hype up the videos. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself. Art of love.